But listen, one thing that we did scoot over that Deji said, LB, is welcome. And I today on Midday Live with a Tottenham fan, not Deji, trying to welcome you down to his level. And I don't know that you should be accepting that, my bro.
Bro, listen, these Tottenham fans, you know what I mean? They want to just they don't get much joy, do they, Spurs fans? So, you know, they get joy when we're sad in it. You know what I mean? I get joy when my team wins trophies, Premier Leagues, Champions Leagues. But because Spurs don't win anything, yeah, what's that German word? Schadenfreude or whatever. Yeah, they get happy when other people get sad, man, because they got no trophies, bro. So I get it, I understand it. This ain't gonna beef with Spurs, man. I don't have the energy to beef with Spurs. It's what it is. But listen, I respect Errol, man. I respect Charlie. Yeah, I respect Rich, Champions League winners. Yeah, Arsenal obviously not won a Champions League, but you've done your unbeatables. You know what I mean? So fair play to you. But Deji and these Tottenham fans, man. Nah. You want to talk about stadium? Nice. I'll talk to you about stadium. Yeah, you got a good stadium and that, but not football. No.
You hurt my feelings, LB.
You hurt my feelings. Deji, you hurt my feelings. Last week when you beat us 4-0, you come on here, you cut me. You hurt my feelings, to be honest.
Mate, I'm not going to lie. I've just taken issue with what you just said. There is no Spurs fan that loses sleep over playing your club because we belong to you and you belong to me. You know, like that end of the road, that one there. So the fact that you could say we disrespect you, we don't think about you because we know when push comes to
they don't think about us. They got a song about us. Potsy, play the tune or I'll quit the show forever. Play the tune. They don't care about us. They've made a song about us, chat. Their fan base is singing about us. They don't care about us. All right, play the tune, man. Come on.
Mate, they're probably making DVDs of the 4-0 win. That's normally what they do after a big win, isn't it?
Now we're going to listen to the tune and we're going to find out if you don't care about us because you've made a song about us.
It's probably the funniest thing that I've seen from.
Come on, man. Play the tune.
In my life, if I'm honest with you,
whilst Dan is looking for that tune. That's why we love you. That's why we love Plymouth, because you guys bring out our musical genius, our music creativity. We're able to make connections, with Red Hot Chili Peppers. We're able to make connections with Boys to Men, because that's really what it was when we slapped you up last week, Boys to Men. I mean, Liverpool, the greatest team in the world at the moment, could only get 2, and we were still able to put 4 past you at your gaff. Do you get me? With no goals conceded. It's light work. It's light work. You belong to me, and I belong to you. Elby, you're not going anywhere. Whether you're doing cooking, whether you're doing changing rooms on your channel, I'll be there.
Right, here we go. Set it up, man.
I'll be there.
Hang on.
We had the sound on, Paul.
Wake me up before you go. Smash the champions without Romero. Wake me up before you go. Smash the champions without Romero. Wake me up before you smash the champions without Romero.
Probably the embarrassing song I've ever heard.
This is apparently chat. They don't care about us, but they've got a song about us.
We can do an album.
We beat the champions without Romero. Wake me up before you go. And what is going on here, man? Oh my God, bro! What are we doing here?
The only thing I will say, LB, it's a pleasure. And if not for Plymouth this season, where would we be today? Where would our joy come from? Look, keep doing it. Keep being City. Keep being whatever you guys keep doing, the same energy. We can't wait for you guys to come to our gaff and, pretend to act like you're not bothered by my team. We just have your number. It's as simple as.
That's good. What's crazy is like, your club literally means nothing to me. But nothing to me, bro.
You can't say that when we constantly beat you, bro.
But it doesn't matter. We still win everything. We still win the Prem. We've won the 4P, bro. We beat you in the Carabao Cup final. Your wins against us are irrelevant. They do nothing.
We still win the league. If it wasn't for my club, you would have been playing the final against Liverpool in Madrid.
Oh, you played a final against us and sacked your manager and put Ryan Mason in charge. You are not a serious football club. You're not serious.
It's the Carabao Cup. Liverpool played their kids last season against Chelsea in that. No one takes that competition seriously. I could have been.
No, we didn't want to play our kids. We was forced into. We had nobody. We had injuries left, right, and centre. It was all we had available.
If that was the Champions League final, you're not bringing on 4 or 5 of your kids. Let's be real. You wouldn't even do that in the Prem. You're doing it for the Carabao because no one gives a damn. Do you know what I'm saying? And that's what LB.
Yeah, you take a Carabao Cup though.
He wouldn't, Charlie.
He wouldn't. He said he wouldn't.
They're allergic.
Deji, would you rather win no trophies this year than the Carabao Cup?
Would I rather win no trophies than the Carabao Cup?
Yeah.
It depends where
How is he thinking about that? How is he thinking about this?
Where is Spurs finishing though? Because it also depends on league position.
Europa League.
No.
Chat.
This is why they're not taken seriously, man. This is why Spurs.
That is some crap. That is rubbish, bro. Come on, no. We're not doing that.
Why does it matter?
I'll take 4th and the Carabao just to appease rivals and appease the fan base. But what 6th and a Carabao?
Oh my word!
Yeah, it's a concern, mate, because we're trying to look like we've got this calm exterior. We're trying to look like we still can pass it across the back and try and play through the lines. You know, we're like a swan who's swimming on top. You know, looking all pristine on the surface, but underneath we're absolutely shitting ourselves. Our legs are going crazy, and like we've just got nothing. It's so I can't. We haven't beaten Crystal Palace. We haven't beaten Bournemouth in games that you kind of expecting Aston Villa to win. So what makes us think we're going to beat Brentford? What makes us think we're going to all of a sudden turn it around and put on an amazing performance against Southampton? So yes, it'll come to an end at some point. We'll get a win from somewhere, but there's a lot that needs to change, and I don't know if it's tactically, I don't know if it's mindset, I don't know if it's personnel, but it is a concern at the minute.
Do you know what?
Can I interject slightly, Dan? Because I know you've got a question.
Go on, Dej.
I'm just not really enjoying Rich's kind of philosophical tone of voice. It's rattling me, and I'll be honest with you, Rich, because the way that you sound like you're surprised. And the last time we spoke, I kind of warned you about this, and I'm not trying to take credit here. I think Errol was here, Dan was here. We told you that Emery cannot juggle 2 things at the same time, and I was poo-pooed. And I'm here now to say I told you so. We know from experience, Emery is not good in the league. He focuses on Europe. So for you to come here and say, I don't know what we're going to do against Brentford next couple, you weren't going to do jack, mate. You were never going to be up there. What were you thinking? What were you smoking budgie banting on an empty stomach? You were never about. I told Billy, you should have been gone from September.
Well, this is it, Deji. We'll just have to win the Champions League. Then obviously that's the only competition that your boys would turn up for. So we'll just have to win that one. We'll do it for you. We'll dedicate it to you, mate.
Yeah, 100%. All I was saying is you have to win the Champions League. The thing is, though, let's not run joke on it. You guys are crazy enough, and Unite is crazy enough to do it. I wouldn't rule you guys out. I wasn't surprised when you lot slapped up Bayern Munich. But this thing that you were going to juggle the two, and then Villa fans you're trying to make players that none of us know what they look like if we pass them in the street. Try and pretend like all of a sudden they're ballers. They're not ball. They were never about that life. So for me, normal service has resumed. I think Liverpool. I think Villa go deep in the Champions League. But as for the Prem, forget. You guys 8th, 9th, 10th. But I think if you finish 8th or 9th and you get to the semis, that's a respectable season, because the Champions League is no joke. And if I were you, I'd be biting someone's hand. I can't understand why Tottenham only want to turn up against the big boys. We turned up against Villa. See, Rich, that was a compliment. We turned up against Arsenal. We turned up against Newcastle. We slapped up Plymouth. And but we just can't seem to get it up against the minnows. I really don't know. We need to see a GP. And it's concerning because at the rate we're going to get absolutely thumped by Bournemouth on Thursday.
And we're going to do you in Sunday, Deji, as well.
And then we'll slap you guys out. I'm not saying that we're a better team than you.
Whenever you ever slapped us up, we own that ground.
It's very likely that Tottenham are turning up against the big dogs. And also, for you to beat Tottenham, you can't outpossess us. We have the best ball possession in the league. We've scored the most goals in the Prem. We've also got the second best goal difference. Have some respect, Charlie. The issue
is, you will be here next Monday, and you'll be respecting me when we win again.
Charlie, I tell you how you win. And Maresca, because I know he's a fan of the channel. And Maresca, if you are watching live, just put an M in the chat, please. You know what I'm saying? You've literally got to sit back. You got to literally park the bus and hit Spurs on the counter. A little bit like how you dismantled. Was it Newcastle or Brighton? One of them, where you dismantled, sat back, hit them on the counter. If you do that, you rip Tottenham to shreds. If you try to play ball, if you try and get creative and think you're going to outpossess Spurs, you will get lamped so hard. And Charlie, I can't even tell you what could happen to you next week. It would be
if we lose, I won't be able to show my face.
I mean, it could be that bad. So for me, now you see me, now you don't. I'm not expecting Tottenham to beat Bournemouth. I am expecting Tottenham to beat Chelsea. And I did say on the show yesterday, someone asked the question, who could stop Liverpool? And it depends on in what context. Tottenham can beat Liverpool for the same reasons, but we're not stopping them from winning the